Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, real accounts, fake accounts, and even YouTube. Before I get started this afternoon, I would like to give a huge shout out to Hustle Dream Production. You may need an intro, outro, maybe even a logo to hit the man up. And I also like to remind you all that the man does not play with your personal information. All right, cool. Now that that's out the way, ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody is doing great. I hope that you all are continuously finding ways to succeed on your platforms. I see a lot of people are going short crazy. It's fun, isn't it? Like seriously, it's fun, isn't it? Like to be able to get an outlook from real people and not just one. I don't even want to use the words, but y'all get it though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's up. I'm glad that I was able to open your horizons to something because a lot of other people aren't doing that, because they don't care where you go from here. But anyway, I'm still in the process of getting my office together. I am procrastinating. Yes, I am. However, the biggest part is done. The painting looks great. I like it. Yeah, it looks real nice. I mean, that $300 was well worth spent, whatever you want to say. All right, cool. Now, I didn't want to put like Charleston White or T.I. or nobody's name in my title, but um, as I'm in traffic, I'm hearing these different things about, something about Charleston White is going after T.I.'s son and things of that. And that's why I put in my title, like, these millennial kids is not the same. Okay, they are not the same. And yes, there are more important people that are discussing this topic. However, these are just my thoughts on it. Um, I'm sure that many of you guys are familiar with the topic. And that's what I was saying, because as I think back on 4 or 5 years ago with these people, um, trying to disrespect my children and play along with other people's children. Like a lot of people, I'm like Charlemagne, the guy, when he said, I don't know what I would do. Okay, that's what he said. He said, I don't know what I would do if someone tried to come for my child, or children, whatever. And so that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of us don't know what we'll do when people come for our children. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to the internet, people can come on here and say whatever they want to say and do whatever they think they want to do because in their minds, ain't nobody coming after them. Nobody's going to come to their locations. Nobody's going to do anything about it. So you have to be mindful of that situation, I suppose. Now, with Charleston White and T.I.'s son, um, that's not the first incident for T.I.'s son to be a part of. He's really like wanting to be, like, to me, a knucklehead because I'm like, dog, like, you got good parents and you want to be a street dude. I even thought him trying to rap was kind of crazy to me, but I guess sometimes people want to take after their parents, and with T.I. being a singer and T.I. being a rapper, somebody probably was gonna fall into that category. So I just like, well, I guess it is what it is. But what is one to do? Because one of the things I did hear um, Charleston White say was something about T.I.'s son saying that he was gonna whoop his, what. So I'm like, man, the audacity! Look, the audacity of these kids saying what they'll do to an adult, right, is like really insane. All right, because like you wasn't a kid when you made the statement, but when the grown man or woman say that what they're gonna do to you or what they do to you, all of a sudden, oh, that's just a kid. I mean, I maybe I need to do some due diligence, but I think T.I.'s son is like a teenager now. So it's like a kid, I don't know. Just like some people on here, their kids are teenagers and out on their own and whatever. So technically, yes, that's your kid, but they're not a kid anymore. So when they fix their mouths to say certain things and people handle a situation, you can't be, oh, that was my kid. And then one of the things I heard was T.I. say something about Don't come for my kid, come for me. And it's like, I guess for me, I really don't even know how all of that started, but I just heard it on the radio. So I'm just going off of it. And I'm just someone that know offhand that yes, kids these days are definitely out of pocket. Yeah, kids these days are definitely out of pocket. And so, yeah. All right. Yeah. So, and that with that being said, it's like, a lot of you guys know that I, do the whole driving thing or whatever. So I had my first experience of um it was just horrible, and it involved some teenagers. And after looking at my footage, right? Because quite a few people was like, "Oh, you should put that out." And this, I was like, well, let me blur the faces and stuff out of it because I don't even know who these kids are, whatever. So then I thought I blurred the faces out. Then I thought to put it out again, and then I was like, nah, I just rather talk about it because I think for me that would be the safest way to go for me. So I had a let me see, this was like on the fourth. On the fourth, I picked up I picked up six teenagers. It was about 10 of them. Okay. And from my understanding, in order to get a ride, you have to be a certain age. So when I get here, I don't know whom I'm picking up. I'm just there for the, pick up whoever. I see two guys. Okay. And I'm thinking that's it. But no, they done called some more guys from across the way. And I'm like, oh man, hold up. How many of y'all think? Because it was like 10 of them, y'all. They were in Family Dollar stealing. Okay. They were stealing out the store. And I didn't realize this until I watched my footage, right? Because it was an awkward situation that I was in out of my whole almost 3 years of doing what I do when it comes to driving, whether you want to say Lyft, Uber, both of them, whatever. All right. So I picked these guys up and they're trying to chill me. And it was like a aiding and abetting. I think that's what it's called. Aiding and abetting. That could be wrong. Go Google it and research it for yourself. But you know how somebody could be stealing out the store and then they call another person over to come pick them up. It's almost like you were their accomplice or something, right? Bruh, so they stole out the store, called, a ride to come and get them to take them to their location instead of calling their own parents. Okay. So like you could call your family, like these kids I'm telling y'all, they are very, because I don't want to put the wrong words out there for people to be trying to, try to act like this is something bigger than what it is. It was just an experience of mine that, like I said, I could easily put the video out here. But I mean, to me, I guess for me, I just like, what the point? I just talk about it. Well, anyway, I made room for these six teenagers, trying to drop them off. That was only like 8 minutes away or what have you. So in the midst of me, riding, because one thing about me, I have a camera in my vehicle. I also have some like accessories where I have some signs that says no eating, drinking, whatever. And these guys totally disregarded or just didn't even care what they were reading. Or maybe they can't even read. Look, we don't even know. Maybe they can't read. We don't know. So up in the ride, I'm like, okay, which one of you guys are the person that, because I seen the name there, but I asked, which one of you guys is this person? So the person said, me, that's me or whatever. I was like, okay, thank you, proceeding on with the ride or whatever. So then all the rest of them want to know, why did you ask that question? Why do you need to know who got the ride, whatever? So since they needed to know, I got an answer. I'm like, because if my car is a mess, right? Like that's who's going to get the bad rating. That's just it. Right. So then they started whispering amongst each other. Remind you, I'm the driver. So I'm facing forward. These guys are behind me, right? And I hear what they're saying, but I needed them to say it for my cameras. You see what I'm saying? So I made a statement of please speak up. And then they just started getting sassy because I could hear it. Y'all listen to me. I can hear it. It's in my footage. Y'all ain't gonna hear it, but I'm letting y'all know I heard it, but I needed it for my camera. Because listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And I always will tell you guys that, right? Okay, cool. So I can't come to y'all and say, oh, they said this, that, and the third, if I don't have no proof. Because the next thing the course or whoever would say is, well, where's your proof that this is what they said? You see what I'm saying? Then I got to be able to say, bam, here it is right here, right? So boom, I couldn't get them to say what they were whispering about on my camera. So they started getting sassy with me. I said, Lord, please grant me this patience that I need to drop these little heathens off. Okay. So when I said, please speak up, these little suckers started popping slick. Oh, we gonna speak up. I mean, and this and that and the third. And me, I'm like, wait a minute, 5 bras and 1 sus, which I call them sus, says whatever y'all call sus. So it's 5 bras and 1 sus. Hey, she must be like the littlest thing. And I'm just like, dog, this is insane, right? So when I say that, she's like, what? I'm just trying not to be disrespectful. Da 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 da. I said, wait a minute. Like, dog, I didn't even say anything disrespectful. I just said, please speak up. So you could tell, and I would hate to use these words at this moment, but I am going to. You could tell when you're dealing with Satan's agents because what they don't like is for you to take power from them. Right? Okay, cool. So with that being said, it was another guy that was like, what we speaking up for unless we talking to our parents or something. And you know how you say DF? Y'all know what DF mean, don't y'all? Yeah, like that or whatever. Yeah, I gotta watch what I say, man. I'm monetized now and I'm thankful and I don't want to mess that up for you guys. All right, cool. So the other one was like the F. And so they must didn't know. Hold on. I got a call. Hold on. All right, cool. So one of them was like the F. And so I'm like, oh, y'all must not know. No, I need y'all to hear this part real quick. I'm like, so y'all must don't know that this is my vehicle. Yeah. No, listen to me. This is my vehicle. Like, this ain't the company that I'm working for vehicle. This is my vehicle. So, me, I got to get my power back. Oh, yeah. Whoever out there was like, did she throw them kids out her car? Yeah. Baby, they always laughing. Thought everything was funny. So Kate whipped that corner. And what are you doing? Oh, y'all about to get out of my car, sir. Man, I'm not getting out. Man, I paid the F. I was like, sir, I can cancel your payment, sir. I can cancel your ride. Well, I can't cancel the payment. Because here's the thing. When you guys pay these companies, you didn't pay me. You didn't pay the driver. You paid the company. So who do you go to? Look, somebody out there smart. They like, you go to the company. Yeah. So why would you refuse to get out of my vehicle for a payment that you never paid me in the first place? Oh, baby, it got ugly. I ain't gonna even hold y'all up. So again, I'm going back to the Charleston White and T.I. demonstration, right? T.I. good people, Charleston White good people. And think about the combination. They're both African Americans. Instead of people trying to diffuse the situation amongst both parties, they're hyping the situation up. And that just goes to show you when it comes to social media, right? More of our people are failing. They're failing for attention, for whatever, because they can't progress in something that was made for other people. The social media success is not for everybody. Not all of us. No, all of us is not going to make it. We can use our platforms for us, right? Like, this is my platform. Whatever I put on it is memories for me. I don't, whoever want to roll with it, that's great. But overall, it's for me. So when people look at my videos, this should be for you all as well. And certain people hit it, some people miss it. Most people miss it. Let's put most on that. And you looking at your video and you like, man, I thought it was real good and it only got such and such views. Well, listen, don't get discouraged about that. That's what social media is, a hit or miss. Why do you think you got certain things trending, certain things viraling? Everybody out here that's hashtagging YouTube shorts, hashtag come here, hashtag I need you to see this, hashtag please, please, please. It's like, why are you trying so hard? You're forcing, right, what you think is your success onto other people. And that's one of the things I would always tell you guys about one. Okay? Y'all like to force things. But anyway, back to the T.I. Son demonstration in Charleston White. These kids are not the same. They want to be grown 1 minute and then want to be labeled the kid the next when you're in their defense. If I go outside, let's just put me in an age bracket right quick. I'm 16 years old. I'm outside and I'm disrespecting someone's guardian or parent or whatever you want to put it, right? Well, if I was able to disrespect them at 16, then I must be an adult, right? Yeah, because y'all need to think about this. You guys, kids are out here doing the same thing, because that's exactly what I felt about these 6 delinquents that was in my vehicle. I was like, man, these kids remind me of some people from social media. Huh? Yeah, because what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, right? They're focusing more on trying to be, and I'm going to mess this word up on purpose. They're trying so hard to be successful on social media instead of looking after their children. If you think you're that important or what have you, why don't you have transportation for your children? Why aren't you the one picking them up, dropping them off, or whatever? Why should they even have to order a vehicle to come pick them up in the first place? But they're in your vehicle and they're talking as if they're an adult, though. Oh, that situation got ugly, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. It really got ugly. It got to the point where, as I'm trying to get these guys out of my vehicle, because that was the right thing to do. If I felt uncomfortable, you trying to disrespect me in my vehicle, I have the right to pull over and put you out of my vehicle. So, like, again, these guys couldn't handle me putting them out. So they needed to find a way to, think that they had the control. Oh, yeah, I can guarantee they never got back in my vehicle. Okay. So anyway, they're letting everybody out. And it's one person that ordered the ride. He's still sitting there trying to tell me what I'm going to do. So I got a like a $6 tip from a lady earlier that day. And what I did was, because what he didn't know, or they didn't know, is that I was only being compensated for like $6 for that ride. Think about this. I got 6 bodies in my vehicle and I'm only getting like $6 for this ride. Well, it wasn't even $6. It was less than that, actually. And maybe because it stopped because I cut the trip off. You know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, I reach in my pocket. I give the guy $6 like, here, sir, just please exit my vehicle. He's still in refusal. Oh, I paid $20 for this ride. Well, listen, you didn't pay me $20 for the ride. You paid the company $20 for the ride. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, with that being said, the little girl comes up, and tells him she will cash app him $20. Just come on before she pour her drink on me. So at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, that's a threat. I don't care how y'all take, because not only did she say she was going to pour her drink, but she thought she was anyway, So not only did she say she was going to do that, she then said she was going to, beat my, what. And I'm like, really? Yeah, because I'm about to beat somebody, grandmama and mama. I was like, ooh, wee. So that just means that you guys disrespect your peers. See how we were brought up to respect your elders. These kids, I don't even know what they got going on because they're raising themselves. You know how some of these young guys, they had lost their lives because they were in the streets. They allowed the streets to raise them instead of their parents. Yeah. So this is a scenario, something similar. But the problem is these people haven't met their day yet. Yeah, these kids, these whatever you want to call them, they haven't had their day where it could turn tragic. Because let me would have been a different driver out here, and these people act the way that they act. It could have been worse, right? So when she's saying this stuff to me, like she's gonna do this to me, that to me, these are all threats. Listen to me. So again, when you have a teenager over there talking about they're gonna whoop a 50-some-year-old man's behind, wait a minute, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I gotta ask my kid, right? Like, what happened? How did it get to the point where you talking about putting your hands on this person or that person putting their hands on you? What happened? And it got to make sense. Parents don't even question kids anymore. Do you know what these, well, I can't talk about that right now. But the thing about it is the response from T.I. to Charleston White, it's not of man to man. It's just like, nigga to nigga, basically. You see what I'm saying? It's like nigga to nigga. Instead of saying, or figuring something out where it could be a common ground or what have you, it's gotten worse. And this is what people on social media feed off: negative energy. Or one of y'all other people will say toxicity or toxicity. However you say it, you know what I mean though, right? Okay then. This is what y'all feed off of. Like nobody's out here trying to make sense about anything anymore in today's day. Nobody. Everybody's just like, oh, that's getting the attention. That's getting the views. Oh, we need to keep it going. Da, 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 da. Just like, for instance, when it's quiet around this, you guys know I call it the cemetery. You got people come out that want to, put out some turmoil. They're ready to wreak havoc. And what do? If they were gone, they flock right back to it. It's just insane. Okay? You people haven't seen what real life is like yet. Well, anyway, with that situation there, it got to the point where when they finally got out of my vehicle, they started trying to, vandalize my vehicle, and it just got crazier from there. So I'm not going to put the video out for people to view it. Quite a few people do have the link to it because it's an unlisted video. They watched it, and man, I mean, I guess for most, they were like, man, you were too calm for me. Because listen. I was like, yeah, man, but sometimes we got to stop and think about a situation and overall the outcome, because it could have ended up worse than what it was. All right. It could have ended up worse than what it was. The moment the little girl hit me with the threat, it could have gotten worse. Say, for instance, these 6 teenagers jumped on me or something. And these companies, they be like, oh, safety is our number one priority. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you guys, visually, I've seen numerous of accounts where people has lost their life because of these platforms, these driving platforms, whatever. We don't search these people the moment they get in our vehicles. So we don't know who has a weapon. But I will tell you, I read an article where a guy got shot multiple times and lost his life just because he wanted to pick up a passenger. Well, most people say, oh, well, instead of driving, why don't you drop off food or whatever? People has lost their lives dropping off food. Y'all know about it from one of y'all very own food tubers around here. Brother did some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just dropping off food, you can lose your life these days under any circumstance. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Oh, and yeah, that's enough about that. So I just wanted to chime in with my little 2 cents, because I'm like, man, people think these teenagers or whatever, are still kids. No, at what point do you say they're not a kid? That they have to be held accountable for the decisions that they make. You see what I'm saying? Just because you parents aren't out here teaching y'all children, hey, somebody gonna teach them for you. So I would advise you all to take control of your children. And, once they get out on their own, then they're no longer you're like a baby or nothing. They're young adults. So they got to make the best decisions, right? All right, cool. So that's enough about that. And then y'all can watch more important channel holders with that information. Now, I want to talk about these people that are on here false advertising autism and things of that, because I am an autism parent. One of the things about being an autistic parent is all of that. If you're trying to help people, all of that hiding of your face is not helping the people, and especially when you don't have the knowledge. So what Karen has done, ladies and gentlemen, because my son is getting older, right? Things are becoming more challenging. A lot of us don't have a lot of assistance. For instance, when my child goes to his ABA therapy or therapist or whatever, when he comes home, then this is a whole, this is a different scene. So what I did is I went on to Amazon and I ordered me some autism books that so far has been very informative. You know, and I like these books because like I can do my own ABA program inside of my home, like instead of like waiting on something to happen after he gets out of school and things of that. So for those people that are on here, false advertising autism, could you please stop? Or if you're not gonna stop, make it make sense. Let me just put that out there. Make it make sense, because all of that Googling and stuff like that, that is no help. Where's your firsthand experience? Just like some content I'll be presenting out here real soon. This is my life. This is my experience. What is yours? You can't just talk about it. Where is it? One of these people around here put me onto a channel where the channel's daughter is autistic. And I could appreciate how she puts her, experience out there, and hopes to help other parents, especially like myself being a first time autistic mother. You know what I mean? Like people that are hiding behind the screens and all that stuff and just running their traps, but then promoting and celebrating messiness. No, that's why you don't qualify for K. Now, for somebody else, I don't know, maybe you think you represent something, but you don't to K. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would advise anybody that is going through some things like that, like myself, having an autistic child or whatever. A lot of people also speak on ADHD. So you guys wouldn't know about a lot of these people that have autistic children or ADHD or whatever these other disabilities that children possess around here, because they want y'all to think that ain't nothing wrong. We all deal with something in life. And that's one of the things I always wanted to stress and urge to you people. We all are dealing with something. They're called obstacles. All right. The challenge is for you to overcome that obstacle. But fortunately for some of you guys, y'all will never know what that means because y'all are too busy trying to be social media famous. Right, just insane. But yeah, man, hopefully, I have some things for you guys to do. Also, if I were you guys, I would be investing in my platform. I see a lot of you guys been terminated, came back, got monetized, demonetized again, and then you're trying to bank off of another channel or whatever. I'm just here to tell you guys, you have to invest in your platforms. If YouTube is giving you another chance to, be terminated from one, and then you could possibly build another, invest in your platform, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Some of you guys are not doing that, and y'all haven't done that in 5 years, 5+ years. Let me put a plus on that because some of y'all been here for over 10 years. So yeah, in 5+ years, you guys haven't invested in your platforms, but you'll sit on here talking about all the money you allegedly reap from the platform, but we don't see it. Yeah, you sit on here, you beg for cash apps, PayPal donations for whatever the reason, but nobody sees no progress. Okay, that you need it for your phone bill or whatever, because a lot of these people are struggling on here, but they're trying to make this money off of YouTube. And here's what I'll tell these people that have not been monetized yet, that is looking for it. From my understanding, I think you get a couple of cents every 1,000 views. Yeah. Well, people were coming out here like they was making thousands of dollars. We was like, how? Oh, well, that was one of the things. But now that I'm in the area of the monetization now, I'm like, how these people say they make that type of money? The only way, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are generating any type of income is if your fan base, number one, speaks volumes. Number two will probably be if you are getting super chats and memberships and things of that. So yeah, you got to think about this though. Check this out. And I always try to assist somebody. I don't even know who, but it ain't for everybody, but it is for somebody out there. But here's the thing: when you build your fan base, right? And you charge these people these memberships, because I know of some people lying about what they had to offer for their memberships, but that's okay. Okay, you're getting a pass for whatever long, we don't know. But what are you gonna have for your people? Yeah, what are you gonna have? Some of you guys are around here looking at people's memberships, clicking on it just to see what they're offering or saying what they are saying, but that don't mean that they're telling the truth. You see, you had a month on here not too long ago talking about how they joined Kevin Samuels and didn't get a shout out. I'm like, bruh, listen. That's what happens when you follow people. You see, when you follow people, no, you got to be your own leader. You got to be, listen, no. I need y'all to hear this though. Y'all got to figure out what is it about you that would attract other people. Nobody even know who most of these people on these social media platforms are. They using voice changers, TTS, whatever that is. You know, some weird stuff they got going on. Hey, some weird stuff they got going on around here, man. It's just all bad. Okay, and it's like you got to get out here and get your motivation from other outlets because these people were never it. Okay, they can't even progress, but whatever, you know what I mean, though. All right, it's gonna take a long time coming, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like we all got to get used to even being on a platform and trying to evolve or whatever. You know, some of us before we even knew about this whole demonstration, we were confidential people. You know, we just wanted to stay in our lane. If we were viewing people, we wanted to do it from a distance. We didn't need people dissecting our lives and trying to put it out here for Tom, Dick, and Harry to laugh at. Like, but then when you hear about their stories, you'd be like, wait a minute, but your stuff was funnier. Hey, because a lot of these people, you know, that was living in trailers and stuff, it was just all bad. I'm like, dog, most people live in a regular apartment, not a trailer. And then it's bad when the trailer is trash. But they're out here dissecting someone else that's living a better life. And you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, jealousy and envy is going to come regardless. All right. Just know how to, you know, cope with that. Or you can either give it some attention or you can ignore it and keep progressing. Hell, Tasha K got sued by Cardi B or something like that for like 3 or 4 million. You think that stopped Tasha K? She still had stuff. Listen, okay. Now she over there giving away $1,000, but I don't know. She told Cardi B she didn't have it. But either way, what I'm saying is it's just all bad. Trying to make a living off of social media is all bad for a lot of people. I will tell you one thing. We are interested in learning things. Okay, we are very interested in that. So when we sit on here, we have to listen to these people that go live for 2 plus 3 hours, whatever, plus what all the they spend a night on here. It's like you shouldn't have to do all of that just to get somebody's attention. It's just really sad if we have to sit on these platforms, ladies and gentlemen, for numerous hours just to hope that somebody like us or hope that we'll see them the next time we go live or whatever. People come, people go. It's over millions of people in this world. It's up to you to try to get their attention. You see what I'm saying? Especially when you come from a cemetery of people that don't know what giveaways are. And if they do, they're rigging them because they're winning their own giveaways. These people don't do anything to teach you guys like why people really follow some people, because some people just follow them because of what they're giving away. And then they'll unsubscribe or however that goes. But overall, there is something to be learned about social media every day. So while you're giving up your time for these useless people, think about how you could be trying to evolve for yourself. Everybody in this world have something to offer, ladies and gentlemen. If you realize the messy people that are on here selling their life, people are buying into it because they know more messy people in this world. That's just how it goes. I guess like you got to find your caliber of people. All right. I'm not for everybody. I can tell you that now. Because, see, a lot of these people, in order to even try to succeed, they had to come on here lying. I refuse to do so. Either you're going to accept me for who I am or you have to move out my way. Either way it goes, you have an option. All right. Either way, you have an option. So I think that's enough for me. Thank you guys for being here. Those of you that do kind of rock with me or what have you. Notice nobody came in my chat, so I know what to do for next time. In the meantime, in between time, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. All right? Bet.